Hallo und herzlich willkommen. Hier ist KSD und das ist Let's Play Baphomets Fluch, Part 11b. Ja, wer will, kann das hier groß skippen. Wer nicht will, guckt sich es nochmal an. Denn diesmal ist es Englisch.
Sergeant Moo?
Yes.
Und die Stimmen sind nicht unbedingt besser.
Have you heard of a man called Marquet?
Yes. He used to be known as the Mole of Montmartre. I heard he's been hospitalized, probably by one of his rivals.
Klingt ein bisschen hohl, teilweise wie in einem hohen Raum gesprochen. Ich meine, das könnte hier gewollt sein. Es ist nachher auch im Krankenhaus so viel sei vorweg gesagt. Ja, und der Grund, warum ich das ja auch nochmal mache. Ich habe es nur bis zum Krankenhaus nochmal gespielt. Dieser Geisteskranke, der da rumguckt mit seinem Mr. Shiny. Auch wenn er nach wie vor klingt wie ein Bekloppter, kann ich mit der Stimme wesentlich besser was anfangen. Auch im Normal-Minded Zustand, ne? Ohne besondere Aggression durch irgendwas anderes. Gut,
Which
hier.
hospital was Marquet taken to?
The Hagenmeyer Clinic in the Avenue des Hérissons.
Das sind halt auch keine, ja, also das so bewusst französischer Akzent.
Why was Marquet known as the Mole of Montmartre?
Because he lived in Montmartre, I suppose.
Yeah, but why the mole?
I don't know. Maybe he ruined people's lawns.
Aber die Sprüche sind nicht so schlecht. Ich weiß ehrlich gesagt nicht, wie der im Deutschen war.
I'd like to report an assault.
Yes, monsieur? Where is the victim?
I'm the victim. I've been harassed by a pair of thugs.
I see. And where did this alleged assault take place?
Outside the Hotel Ubu. They stopped me as I was leaving and went through my pockets.
Could you describe the suspects, monsieur?
One looked like a gorilla, and the other looked like a weasel. Their names are Flap and Guido.
Bon. I'll get them this time.
Bon. Ja, und den Rest zeigt man ihm nicht, weil das kennen
See you
wir schon.
later, Sergeant.
Later, hello. Auf ins Krankenhaus. Ich war irritiert, um das mal hier nochmal zu zeigen. Kann ich hier hin? Ich kann hier gar nicht weg. Ja, auf jeden Fall war ich irritiert, dass da Hospital stand und nicht Hospital. Aber, ja, scheinbar ist das Französisch. Denn wenn wir hier reingehen, steht hier auch Hospital an der Tür. Interessanterweise steht es da an der Tür und der Wagen steht genau draußen. Aber wenn wir von draußen reingucken, steht es nicht dran. Weil da ist noch was davor, was man von ihnen nicht mehr sehen kann. Wow. Mysteriös. Nevermind. Wir reden trotzdem wieder zuerst mit ihm. Der steht einfach weiter vorne.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Really? If you wish to make an appointment, see the receptionist.
Rezeptionist.
I'm looking for a guy named Jacques Marquet.
In which department does he work?
He doesn't. He's a patient.
I see. You do realize there are strict policies regarding visiting hours, don't you?
This is
Egal.
important. I have to talk to Marquet urgently.
We make no exceptions to the rules.
It's a matter of life and death.
The well-oiled running of this hospital is a matter of life and death. That's why we have rules.
Rules. Das ist so genial.
I think I ought to warn you that Marquet is not what he seems.
Explain yourself.
He's in league with a bunch of guys who want to take over the world.
Nonsense. Besides, Marquet's employers have paid in advance for one of our most exclusive private rooms.
Rules.
Could you tell me who Marquet's employers are?
Certainly not.
Oh.
May I have the honor of shaking you by the hand?
You may not. I don't encourage physical contact between my staff.
Jo, den Rest lassen wir mal.
Thanks for your help.
Lise.
Excuse me,
Yes, sir.
is this the Hagenmeyer Clinic?
That's correct.
I thought I was in a garden center.
Oh, the plants. They were my idea. A little greenery to evoke the spirit of nature. How may I help you?
Ich suche Marquet.
I'm here to see Jacques Marquet.
Oh, yes. Are you related to our client, sir?
Jupp, weil das hatten wir beim letzten Mal schon, deswegen sage ich das wieder.
Yeah, I'm his, long-lost brother.
A brother half his age with a different name and an American accent.
Yeah, people always say that. I blame Mom. We were separated at an early age. After a mix-up in the nursery at the Oakland shopping mall.
I've never heard anything so ridiculous in all my life.
I guess not.
Ah, die Stimme ist genial. Sekunde mal kurz. Ja, musste nur sicherstellen, dass mein Mikro aufgenommen wird.
So, do I get to see Marquet before the funeral?
That attitude will get you nowhere. My instructions were quite clear. No one gets to see Marquet. So unless you can prove you're a relative or a close acquaintance, you're wasting your time here.
Has Marquet been visited by a man in a clown costume?
Oh, no.
You haven't seen a man in disguise?
Well, there's Theodore the Bear. He comes every Thursday to entertain the children. Personally, I think he scares them half to death in that crummy old bear suit. If I was stuck on my back with tubes in every orifice, he's the last person I'd want to see.
Das klingt einfach natürlich, das ausgesprochen. Ich weiß nicht, irgendwie die deutschen Varianten, die klangen immer so. Weiß nicht.
Has Marquet had a visit from a pair of gangsters?
I should hope not. Can you describe them?
A thin guy who looks like a weasel and his friend, the gorilla.
Sounds as if they escaped from the zoo.
Ja, das war's schon.
I'd like to shake you by the hand.
Don't be fresh, young man.
Mhm.
Is this plaster any use to you?
I'm allergic to plaster.
Oh.
What does this tool suggest to you?
Is it a crack detector?
Huh?
Polar explorers use them to poke about in the snow.
Oh no.
Ja, ja.
What does this gem suggest to you?
I advise you not to flash that around.
Jo, also,
Look at this ID pass.
die Karte.
So you're Merlin. Marquet's been asking for you.
For me?
Yes. He was shouting your name when they brought him in here. Now, let me see. He was on Ward B12, as I recall. Oh, he's being transferred to... Oh, dear. He's on Ward J2.
Oh
That's
dear.
Nurse Grendel's ward.
Nurse Grendel.
What's so bad about Nurse Grendel?
She runs that ward like a South American prison.
Keeping a well-disciplined ward isn't a crime, is it?
Well disciplined. In the discipline and punishment stakes, she'd whip the butt off the Marquis de Sade. Everything, I mean everything, is done to a strict routine. 6 o'clock alarm call, 6:10 bowel movements, and woe betide anyone who doesn't have a result. Those patients of hers are like Pavlova's dogs.
She sounds like a real nightmare.
And then some.
If Nurse Grendel is that bad, how come the authorities tolerate her?
She's like part of the furniture.
I was beginning to get the picture. This woman was jealous, with a big green capital J.
Tja, ja.
How do I find Nurse Grendel's ward?
Down the corridor on the left, turn right at the senior consultant's washroom. Right again at the executive coffee lounge. Bear left past the administrator's sauna. And turn left at the end. That's J2. And good luck.
Jo,
Thanks for your help, ma'am.
You're welcome.
nehmen wir mal mit. Des Weiteren habe ich ja beim Kloppy letztens direkt weggeklickt. Da kommen wir jetzt nochmal hin. Und dann
As I
verstehen wir auch.
turned the corner, I saw the source of the hellish noise which echoed through the corridors. It was an industrial polishing machine with an odd-looking guy in tow.
Ja, sehen wir dann gleich, warum der beim zweiten Ansprechen immer dieses nicht mehr pfeifen gesagt hat. Weil, hatte ich ja weggeklickt, sorry.
Hello.
What's that?
I said hello.
Oh, hiya.
I'd like to talk to you for a minute.
That's what I thought you said. Don't look so down in the mouth. No matter how bad things seem, I never let life get on top of me.
Oh, yeah? What's your secret?
Why, it's easy. All you have to do is smile and whistle this little tune.
You know what? If you start whistling, I'll bust you in the teeth.
It's a deal.
Es ist so schön, voll gerade heraus. Halt ja die Fresse, sonst geht's Paar.
Have you seen any unsavory characters lurking about in the corridors?
No, sir, I haven't. But I've got nothing to worry about. What's that, Mr. Shiny? You'd take good care of the rascals, I'll bet you would. With a friend like him, I've no fear of oppressors.
It must be a great comfort.
He is.
Would Mr. Shiny be your polishing machine by any chance?
Please, don't call him that. He's more of a friend than a machine. I've had Mr. Shiny for 3 years, and he's never let me down once.
Once.
How come you got so attached to a polishing machine?
I asked you not to call him that. He's got a name, you know.
Yeah, Mr. Shiny. It's just that...
You think it's odd, don't you? I don't mind. The rest of the staff think I'm twisted. I heard them snorking behind me back when I gave Mr. Shiny his weekly pull through.
Do you know where I'd find a patient called Marquet?
No, I'm not allowed on the wards with Mr. Shiny.
Oh.
Would you like to shake my hand?
Not until I've washed, if you don't mind, sir.
What do you think of this, Sam?
Oh, boy! What is it?
A priceless gemstone, found in a medieval castle in Ireland. Get me into Marquet's ward, and it's yours.
I don't wear jewellery.
If this gem was yours, you'd be able to buy 100 Mr. Shinies.
Don't be silly. There's only one Mr. Shiny.
Ja, warum er den jetzt Sam genannt hat, habe ich nicht verstanden. Aber, naja.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Who is it?
That's what I'm asking you. Have you seen him before?
How should I know? You haven't told me who he is.
Take a look at the photo.
Yeah, okay.
Now, have you seen him before?
No.
Oh.
Do you recognize this powder?
Is that dandruff?
No way.
It sure looks like dandruff.
It's plaster.
Ugh.
Ich habe schon wieder vergessen, was Dandruff ist. Ich habe es nachgeschaut letztens, aber ist weg. Müsst ihr selber nachgucken. Gut, den Rest lassen wir einfach mal weg.
See you later.
Yeah, take care now.
Ist nicht so kritisch.
Hey now, you can't go in there.
How come?
I'm responsible for the contents of that cupboard.
Kann ich denn das gleich machen? Diesmal, da brauche ich gar nicht erst zur Grander reingehen.
As I tugged the plug out of the socket, the polishing machine coughed, spluttered, and died.
Mr. Shiny, what's wrong, pal?
Oh. Und da geht er hinfort. Der nicht länger, der braucht hier runter die Straße, der hat den Weg länger als hier hinten durch. Aber da sind wir da. Jetzt braucht er länger. Schwuppdiwupp. Dr. Stobbart.
Hello.
Oh, hi. No whistling, right?
Right.
Right.
Are you having trouble with Mr. Shiny?
Yes, I am. I don't know what's got into him today. He keeps pulling his plug.
See you later.
Yeah, take care now.
Gut. Auf zu Madame Grindel.
Good afternoon, Doctor.
Oh, hi. Is this Ward J2?
Yes, sir. The patients are ready for your inspection, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse.
You'll need this, Doctor.
She gave me a long, narrow metal box and a stunning smile.
Thanks.
Could you take a look at the client in bed number 3 now? His name is Eric Sopmarsh.
Do you have any clowns on the ward?
Why, yes, we do. A professional clown.
I'll bet he lightens the place up.
Hardly. Monsieur Boissy has been in a coma for the last 3 months.
Oh.
What's wrong with Boissy?
He was involved in a very nasty accident. A silly stunt involving a unicycle. His current condition is due to post-traumatic shock. It's unlikely he'll ever perform as a clown again.
It's an ill wind that blows nobody any good. Do you have a patient named Marquet on this ward?
Oui, monsieur. He is in the private room at the end of the ward. He has been placed in strict isolation.
Why is Marquet in quarantine?
If you wish to know more, you'll have to speak to Herr Hagenmeier. All I know is that Marquet's room is strictly out of bounds.
Herr Rackenmeier.
Do you know who paid for Marquet's room?
No, of course I don't.
Preferential treatment like that must cost an arm and a leg.
That's not my concern, monsieur.
Was ist das?
What is this device?
It's for taking the patient's blood pressure, doctor.
Would you like to shake hands with me?
Well,
No, it's okay. Forget it.
Okay.
Thank you, nurse.
au revoir, monsieur.
Guten Tag, der Herr.
Hello? Anybody home?
Who are you?
My name is Dr. Stobart, and I'm here to steer you down the rocky road to recovery.
Dr. Monroe said there was no cure for what I've got.
Your problem is you stayed in bed too long.
Are you sure you're a qualified doctor?
You better believe it. What can you tell me about Marquet?
He's the man in the private room, isn't he? That room was mine before I was tossed out like a common squatter.
Jaha.
Do you know what's wrong with Marquet?
They won't even say what's wrong with me. Tell me, doctor, what's your opinion?
It's too early to say.
But I've been here for 3 months.
What's your impression of Nurse Grendel?
She's a very efficient young woman.
Efficient? You make her sound like a vacuum cleaner.
I've no complaints.
The woman in reception described Nurse Grendel as a monster.
Well, that's simply not true. She's quite strict, but that's her job, isn't it? You've got to have discipline in a place like this.
Maybe not.
Schade.
I'm going to take your blood pressure.
Why?
I'm a doctor. It's my job. Seems fine to me.
You're not doing it right.
I'll come back later.
Okay. Beim letzten Mal hat er sich noch beschwert, dass ich es nicht richtig gemacht habe, wenn ich mich richtig erinnere. So, hier müsste er jetzt genau.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Yes, sir?
Ach du Scheiße, die Stimme.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
Call me George if you like.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's my name.
My name's Benoit, but everyone calls me Bunny.
Bunny?
That's right. I used to have this cute habit when I was a kid.
Keep it to yourself, Benoit. Do you know anything about a patient named Marquet?
No, sir, I don't know much about any of the patients.
I've never met a doctor who admits that he's only human.
I'm only a trainee, sir. I'm sure I'll get the hang of things.
Do you know the nurse on Ward J2?
No, monsieur. This is my first day here. I can't wait to get my hands dirty. I was talking about treating my first patient, of course. I didn't mean I'd get my hands dirty with a nurse.
Shut up, Benoit.
Okay, sir.
Shake my hand, Benoit.
I don't think that's a good idea, sir.
How come?
Dermatitis.
I don't have dermatitis.
I do.
Okay. Ist das nicht irgendeine Hautkrankheit? Als Arzt?
Here, take this pressure gauge.
Thank you, sir. What do you want me to do with it?
Well, keep it safe until I think of something. See you later.
Right.
Right.
Excuse me, sir.
Aha! Just the man. You must be the new boy.
Yeah, I must be.
Well, stop wandering about and make yourself useful. Bunny, come here, boy. This is Benoit, my nephew. Can I trust you to look after him?
Natürlich.
He is fresh out of medical school. It will open his eyes to see a real doctor on the job.
I'll bet.
Show him around. Let him see some real suffering.
Follow me, Benny. Kommt er eigentlich auch hier rein? Tatsächlich. Das habe ich beim letzten Mal, glaube ich, nicht abgewartet. Gut. Benny.
Hey, Benoit!
Yes, sir?
Do you still have that gauge I gave you?
Oh, yes. What do you want me to do with it?
Use it on Nurse Grendel.
Huh?
Go on, she'll enjoy it.
Well, okay.
Dr. Stobart,
Yeah?
I would appreciate it if you saved your jokes for the intern's restroom. This is a hospital ward, not a cabaret.
Oh, lighten up.
I heard that. Any more nonsense and I shall report you to Dr. Hagenmeyer.
Oh, fies.
Follow me, Benoit.
I'm right behind you, sir.
Okay, dann muss ich doch erst hier durchlatschen, bevor ich den da anklickern kann.
You haven't finished.
Das kennen wir schon. Diesmal werde ich da wegklicken.
Will you keep quiet? You're disturbing the other patients.
I'll keep quiet when you've taken my blood pressure properly.
I have to see Jacques Marquet first.
How come he gets preferential treatment? It's because he's got money, isn't it?
I'll
Yep.
come back when you've dealt with that chip on your shoulder.
Chip man hier schon. Okay, das habe ich nicht verstanden.
Hey, Benoit!
Yes, sir?
Do you still have that gauge?
Oh,
Klick
yes.
mal. Da.
Use it on Eric Sopmarsh.
Okay.
Okay. Run! Run, Forrest!
I'm Dr. Stobart.
Bonjour, docteur.
Have you seen any suspicious characters on the ward?
Yeah, I have.
A gorilla and a weasel?
No, this was a tatty old bear.
How is the bear acting suspiciously?
Well, he was wearing a homburg.
Is that against the law?
No, but it's pretty weird for a bear.
Homburg?
Have you heard of a guy called Marquet?
He's in quarantine, doc, right behind this here door.
Marquet is just the man I wanted to see.
I wouldn't go in there if I was you. He has anthrax.
Anthrax.
I have to visit my patient.
What for?
Routine. I have to check he's still breathing.
What if he's not?
I'll sign the certificate and register his bed as vacant.
That's a cold and distant attitude to death.
Well, I've been institutionalized to the point of godlike aloofness.
The white coat suits you.
Thanks. Would you like to shake hands?
What for?
As a gesture of goodwill.
On reflection? No.
Oh, schade.
Catch you later, officer.
Au revoir, doc.
Au revoir. Na, Matschbirne.
Marquet?
Yes, I'm Marquet. I've been expecting you.
You have?
Well, what are you waiting for? Get it over with.
I just want to know what I should do with the gem.
The Lahmar gem.
Yeah, right here in my pocket.
I thought you were one of the assassin.
Not me. I never inhaled.
So, you were sent in my place.
I never
Yeah. You could hardly make the trip to Ireland in your condition. What should I do with the gem?
Deliver it to the Grandmaster. Quickly tell him that I have found the tripod right here in Paris.
You have it?
Not yet, but it's being taken care of. I hired a couple of stooges with a flair for petty crime.
Would that be Flap and Guido by any chance?
Der Typ klingt wie ein Sachse.
Know them as for Klausner. He has gone off to Syria on a wild goose chase.
They have geese in Syria?
As a theory about the location of the...
Klingt wie Elsterglanz.
That's enough excitement for one day, Monsieur Marquet. What are you doing here?
Talking to this patient, of course.
Monsieur Marquet is my patient. If Herr Hagenmeier was to hear that...
Okay, I'm going. I'd learned all I could from Marquet anyhow.
Ah, there you are, sir. I was just coming to look for you. I finished with your pressure gauge.
Thanks, Bunny.
What's that noise? It sounds as if someone's having a cardiac arrest.
It's all right. The doctor's in there with him.
Are you sure he was a doctor?
Oui, monsieur. He showed me his ID. It was Dr. Braille.
There's no Dr. Braille working here.
He's an imposter!
Das klingt so geil.
The door's locked. Help me, officer.
Stand back, monsieur.
Tja, der ist Toast. Aber das hat man
Hello,
schon.
George.
George.
Let's take another look at the
Oh,
manuscript.
nein. Kann man hier eigentlich wieder raus, ohne dass man sich alles anguckt? Nee, ne?
A knight with a crystal ball. The knight's scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened. There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
Das kennen wir, das haben wir.
Look there, two guys on the same horse.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces. There's a guy working on a loom.
Gut.
I found Jacques Marquet.
Did he talk?
Yeah, he talked. For the very last time.
He's dead.
Yeah, killed in cold blood by a bogus doctor.
That's despicable. What kind of guy would pass himself off as a doctor and take advantage of a dying man? Was it Khan?
No, I don't know who he was, but it certainly wasn't Khan. He got away, out the window.
Herrlich. Was ist denn das für ein Bild?
Have you ever heard of the Hashi-Ashin?
No.
Marquet said that they were his biggest enemy.
His biggest enemy was the bogus doctor.
Don't remind me. That guy was evil. He had wild, staring eyes like a dead fish. I'll never trust a doctor again.
Die Hashi-Ashin? Okay.
Do you think the assassin was responsible for killing Marquet?
I don't think so. He could have finished him off the first time. Besides, Marquet would have recognized him.
He was pumped to the gills with sedatives. He wouldn't have recognized the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse unless they'd introduced themselves.
Der hat dich aber... Na gut, er hat dich für den Mörder gehalten.
Hey, Nico, shake hands with me.
No chance, Buster.
Buster.
No way.
Schade. Gut.
I guess I'd better go back and talk to that weirdo.
Which one, Rosso or Sergeant Moo? Oh, but you're referring to Andre.
I'll let you work it out.
Also, ich muss mich also entscheiden. Ja, dann gehen wir einfach mal wieder beim nächsten Mal ins Museum. Ne? Da. Allerdings erst beim nächsten Mal. Das war's für diesen Part. 11b. Ich hoffe, es hat Spaß gemacht. Mir hat es auf jeden Fall mehr Spaß gemacht als der letzte Part. Auch weil ich wesentlich, wie gesagt, wesentlich weniger frustriert war. Und ja, bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao, Sinn.